as it just approaches 19 minutes past 11. It is Becky Measures with your Sunday mid-morning show across Yorkshire. Now, if you're celebrating Eid this week, then Eid Mubarak to you. And if you're celebrating Vaisakhi this weekend, which is an important date in the Hindu and Sikh calendar, then happy Vaisakhi to you as well. Where am I going with this? Where am I going with it? That it's fun when different faiths celebrate their festivals and when they all come together and celebrate with them. Well, this is what my next interview is all about. God's Gang is a kids series based on 4 different religions. But rather than being about religion itself or promoting any one religion, it promotes unity, peace, and empathy, all whilst following a team of 4 superheroes who are working together, having fun, and learning about the world. I caught up with Yorkshire lad Jon Sumroy, who is one of the makers of this series, to find out a little bit more. Now, this is really interesting, right? And I don't think I've ever seen anything like it before. Superheroes explaining different religions. Where did this idea come from?
So this is a wonderful story that starts with the creator and the CEO of God's Gang. This television series is called God's Gang. His name is Nimrod Avraham May. And many years ago, he was actually working for Disney, and they were trying to differentiate some of their properties from the other cartoons that were on the market at the time, things like Dora and SpongeBob. And he proposed that Disney should make their Power Rangers Interfaith. And that way, children could learn by watching cartoons that are great fun and entertainment about action superheroes, that there are still values in coexistence and harmony, and that there's more that really unites us than divides us. And this may not surprise you, but Disney didn't go with the idea. And about a decade later, Nimrod decided to do it himself. And I've been a good friend of Nimrod's for many years. I've got a lot of experience with marketing internationally for more than 25 years in my career. And he asked me to help him bring God's Gang to life, which is what we've been now doing for the last couple of years.
Beautiful. As a mother of 2 children, I have a 10-year-old and a 6-year-old, and I watch what they absorb, and I watch sort of how, they are influenced. And I'm not just a big believer of the iPad and YouTube Kids because it keeps them entertained. They have actually learned, I watched them learn so much. My little boy especially probably learns more from watching than he does by being in a classroom. And, they are influenced by these characters that they see on our TV. So it's a genius idea, to be fair, because it helps them to understand. Well, I suppose it brings it to the norm.
Yeah, well, so I think what's worth emphasizing about God's Gang is it is entertainment. These are 4 action superheroes. They each have their personalities and they have their own individual moves and the things that they are passionate about. They just each happen to have a different faith. So we have a Muslim and a Hindu, we have a Christian, and we have a Jew. And this isn't actually about religion. There's nothing in God's Gang that's trying to teach about religion as much as it's trying to show that each of these characters that have a whole range of elements to their personalities happen to have different faiths. And yet, when they all come together on the missions, they only succeed when they come together in unity and harmony. And what you're saying about how children pick things up by watching the cartoons on the iPad and on through YouTube, here they are going to learn. And we're seeing this now as we're starting to watch kids watch our episodes and engage with our content. We're beginning to see that it just normalizes the fact that people who are different can still come together. And especially in the world today, I mean, we can't hide from the fact that we're almost the most divided than we've been in my lifetime. And if we start educating children early that faith is just one element of a personality and that you can have fun together and work together, then I believe that as our kids are growing up, they're going to just have that as an innate part of their personalities as well.
Love it. Because realistically, it all comes down to having respect for each other. And it comes down to kind of kindness and a willing to understand.
I'll just like to add something, because this is clearly very sensitive when you're talking about religion and faith. And we have an interfaith council that actually advises us on everything that we do as a company. So we have an imam, and we have a Baptist preacher, and we have a Hindu specialist, and we have a rabbi, as well, by the way, as an educational consultant, who all work with us to make sure that it's not only entertainment, although entertainment's the most important thing, but also that we're being respectful and we are treating some of these sensitive elements of the subjects, correctly. We launched the first episode. It's a pilot episode, and it's available for everybody to watch on YouTube now. If you just search for God's Gang on YouTube, you can see it. The response in social media in only 6 months has been unbelievable. We've already got more than 1 million followers and subscribers across various channels, tens of millions of views of the episode. But most important is the comments. And I think we all know today that the comments can be the cesspool of communication. The vast majority of people are enjoying what they're engaging with us, and they're telling us that even people that come to God's Gang with skepticism, a lot of people who are atheist or have no faith at all are coming looking for something to find wrong with it, and are finding that they're enjoying it. So we're very excited. We're at the very early stages. We've got a long way to go, but the early stages seem to be incredibly encouraging.
Love it. Well, you've won me over, because anything that showcases that, doesn't, like you say, I don't think it matters what you believe, as long as those core elements are there, and that's what's being showcased, and that's the premise of what you're trying to deliver. Where can we watch it?
So we're producing some new material at the moment, which will be available in a few weeks. But everything we've done so far is across all the social media channels. So if you're on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, I think we've even got a LinkedIn page. You can see various different content, across those channels. And what we ask people to do is watch it all, share it with their friends, and let's build a movement. Let's create a global movement promoting peace and unity through entertainment. There's nothing better.
God's Gang, a bunch of superheroes from 4 different faiths, but working as one. What a lovely message to kids, and a fun way to teach them about religion and faith.